This is what you voted for. This is what you voted for. You can't yell. You can't complain. You can't bitch. You can't cry. You can't scream about it. Because why? Because this is what you voted for. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Conservative Poet with me, Amania. Thank you guys for coming by. Appreciate it so much. The video that we've got going on today, we are back in Chicago. I know it's like I live in Chicago these days because there's so much coming out of there. So come August 1st, they are turning a facility for the residents who was as a support for the residents in that community. They're turning it into housing for the illegals. And so the people that's in that community are not happy about that. So if you're interested in seeing that video, come on, let's go, because I got a lot to say about it. They told you that they were going to be replacing you, but you didn't hear that. You heard something else, while the rest of the world heard the same. You're being replaced, but you didn't hear that. And so now that you see it for yourself, and you want to cry about it, and you want to complain about it, and you want to talk about it, yeah, this is what you voted for, and now you're being replaced.
Tonight in Edgewater, the city told neighbors the Broadway Armory will serve as the city's newest shelter for migrants.
The move means many of the Park District's programs at the Armory will have to be canceled or relocated.
Anthony Ponce joins us from Edgewater with reaction. Anthony.
Corey and Dawn, I've been to a number of these meetings where it's initially sold to the neighborhood as an opportunity to give input, but it's essentially the city telling residents, like it or not, this facility is going to be the city's next shelter for migrants. That's exactly what happened a short time ago here at the Broadway Armory in Edgewater. And I've never seen a crowd more divided on this. One contingent eager to welcome their new temporary neighbors, and another contingent saying, hey, what about all the Park District programs in effect for the summer and the fall, not just for at-risk youth, but for seniors as well?
It is hard for us to repurpose space, but it is a time that we're living right now where we need to repurpose space.
A mix of cheers and jeers as the city dropped the news to a packed house that Edgewater's beloved Broadway Armory will just days from now become the city's 17th migrant shelter, housing up to 350 newly arrived migrants in the gymnasium that are right now sleeping at police stations.
Given this significant need, we will be opening a shelter here at the Broadway Armory. And today we want to talk with you about what that looks like.
What it looks like, dozens of Park District summer and fall programs either being relocated or canceled early, not just for at-risk youth, but for seniors as well.
The hot lunches are going to continue, but all the other programming that the seniors come here for is gone.
There is no way that we are anti-new arrivals, but I can't for the life of me understand why you're displacing the at-risk youth here now to bring in other displaced youth.
Our groups want to welcome people. We want to be a part of the solution. This facility could be a part of the solution, but as a recreational facility, as a hub for services for migrants.
So there's some disagreement about how this facility should be used, but the need is absolutely dire. The city says that just today it got 3 more busloads, unexpectedly, of migrants in from Texas, each of those buses carrying about 50 individuals. And this facility, the Broadway Armory, will begin housing some of those migrants who are right now at police stations coming this Tuesday, August 1st. We are live in Edgewater tonight, right outside the Broadway Armory. Anthony Ponce, Fox 32 Chicago.
The citizens found out the hard way. This is happening, and you better be ready to deal with it. We're not changing our minds. We're not going to do anything. You'd better be ready to deal with it because this is happening. Essentially, is what they said to these people. The citizens have no say in anything. The government do. You better shut up and take it. Shut up and take it. Before we continue with the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support. And now a word from the sponsor of this video, Mammoth Nation. Thank you. Save America, save our values, save our traditions. Stop using woke platforms to spend your money. Stop. This episode of The Conservative Poet is brought to you by Mammoth Nation. Mammoth Nation is a conservative marketplace where you, the patriot, can go and purchase the items that you need. Mammoth Nation is an online subscription-based platform. So you have to be subscribed in order to get all the wonderful discounts. You can get up to 70% discounts on so many of the stores. They have phone services, services for food, traveling, hotel. They refuse to let anti-American companies join their platforms. The vendors have been carefully vetted and have been approved of conservative American values, which is one of the reasons we have partnered, because I do love what they offer. I love that they are offering opportunities to American vendors and American creators as well. So we are trying to put America first here. And that's one of the things we do on this channel. And so I support Mammoth Nation and what they do to put conservative American businesses first. So visit Mammoth Nation today so you can get the discounts that you deserve with American made products. So use code AmaniaS, that's AMANIAS. Again, that's AmaniaS for your discounts today on these amazing opportunities. Recreational center in Chicago. It's been there for a very long time. It's actually 87 years old. And so I'm going to just read the description of what this is so we can get a better understanding of this facility. So located along Broadway and Thornsdale Avenue in the Edgewater community, Broadway Armory Park totals 232.33 acres and is the Chicago Parks District's largest indoor recreational facility. So from what I'm gathering here, they keep you inside so you don't have to be out in the streets killing and murdering and creating a ruckus. Wonder how those young scholars who's out there always roaming the streets on the weekend, wouldn't they benefit from that? I'm just saying. The massive 87-year-old park facility today house 5 gymnasiums and 13 rooms. Broadway Armory open space makes it ideal for Chicago Park District special sporting events such as citywide 3-on-3 soccer, volleyball. Outside organizations and families also use the park regular for their own permitted events and parties. So it's a true value to the people in the community there. The newly remodeled energy efficient facility offers the community array of amenities. The boasts an active after school program for children 6 to 12 who create their own afternoons by choosing from a list of available activities such as dancing, fitness, floor hockey, arts and craft, and homework time. Thing is a resource for these children, for American children, for Americans, for the community. This is a resource that children can go and learn to dance and do all kinds of things. Swimming and all kinds of things. Okay, Broadway Armory is home to a teen center. Hello, young scholars, a place to go. Designed specifically for teens to socialize, play video games, or just hang out with their friends in a safe environment. So this place, again, I can't stress it enough, is a resource for the community, for the kids. It's great for the younger kids, and then it's good for the teenagers to keep them off the streets. Again, they're being put out so they can take the facility that these people rely on and put illegals in it. In addition, the facility is home to one of the park's district's 9 gymnastic centers, excuse me. Wow, they even teach them gymnastics. My God, gymnastics. This is a place where you can cultivate young Black children to go to the Olympics with gymnastics. I wonder who in the Olympics or what athletes has benefited from this setup in Chicago, who comes from Chicago, who has benefited, who went on to do great things, who benefited from the gymnastics program, who benefited from the hockey program, who benefited from the dance program, who benefited from the swimming program. I'd be curious to know that. And I'd like to know, why aren't they speaking out? That's going to be another video. I'm already pumped. I already see it. I already envisioned it. I've already envisioned it. Right. Residents looking for a location for their special events or private parties are invited to check out the newly renovated community room, skylights on the second floor. Rooms have been restored to allow more daylight into the building. A new sustainable bamboo floor was also installed in the second floor community room. Call the park for room availability. Park is also home to the Department of Aging, Senior Citizens, and National Guard. So this, again, it houses the young, the kids, it houses the teenagers, and then it houses the seniors. All of these people who rely on this space for recreation, to come into their neighborhood, to use this facility, are now being asked, well, it's going to close. You're going to have to find somewhere else to go. So they may guide you to another location, but is that convenient for you? Some of the seniors, they can't go too far. So they rely on walking to that facility for their activities. And now you want to move them. How did she put it in the video? Oh, I forget how she put it in the video, in the news clip. We have to make room adjustments. So now you want the seniors to readjust and move them from a place that they know in their home in their old age, where they are relying on. You're going to put them out, and you're going to put illegals in? Seniors who worked in this country? Seniors who provided and served? I mean, this is beyond, it's beyond effed up. I'm going to not curse because I'm trying to do better. It's beyond effed up. It's beyond effed up. It's beyond effed up. And then the kids who their parents rely on this space, especially for the younger ones, knowing that they'll have the ability to get classes, dance classes and swimming and all of that. Swimming. They can have swimming. They can be producing another little Simone. They can be producing another little Simone to go out there and swim for America competitively. This is ridiculous. They're taking opportunities from children and giving it to illegals. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand it. And I don't understand how they can continue to do this, how the residents can continue to deal with this. Like, it's insanity. They're speaking up, it's true. But the government is saying, your opinions don't count here, friend. It's happening whether you like it or not. Opportunities from Americans, Americans who worked and set their home in these places. Again, this is what you voted for. What about us? What about our needs? What about our rights? We's American citizens, after all. What about us? We've been voting for you for 50 years. Plus, what about us? Why are you abandoning us? We've been so loyal. We've been doing everything you say. We've been doing everything. You tell us to vote for you, we vote for you. Our common sense say, you know what, this isn't right, but we vote for you anyway. Our common sense tell us, you're far and extreme with abortion, killing our own seed. You tell us to kill our own seed, and we say, okay, we'll kill our own seed. You tell us it's good for us, and we say, okay, we'll vote for you anyway. But now we've been killing our own seed, and our population hasn't grown. We've been stagnant at 13% forever. And now you're bringing in illegals? You're bringing in outsiders to push us out? That's kind of messed up, man. We've been trying to work with you for all these years, man. We've been doing it, voting for you, whatever it takes, protesting, burning down the cities, whatever it takes to make sure that your message gets across to the people. And now you want to replace us with illegals? It's kind of messed up, man. You're replacing us. You're literally putting us out on the street, man. And you're taking up our spaces and housing the illegals. I don't know what to say. It's kind of messed up, man. It's really messed up. What are we supposed to do now? What are we supposed to go now? What are we supposed to do now? I don't know what we're supposed to do now. I don't know. Who will have us? You think Africa will take us back? You think those boys in Nigeria will accept us back home? I don't know. Yeah, they say we Americans are spoiled. Africa may not take us, but we're being pushed out. We're being pushed out of America. We're being pushed out of our communities. We're being pushed out of our homes. We're being pushed out of our areas because they're bringing in the illegals to replace us. Where's the black people supposed to go? Man, first slavery and now this. First they brought us in and now they want to get us out. Did you hear me? They brought us in and now they want to get us out. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand what's happening. How can they do this to us? We've been loyal supporters. We forgave so many of their sins. We forgave the Democrats so much of their sins. We've accepted Joe Biden with open arms. We call him daddy now. We call him daddy now. Joe Biden, what you gonna do for us, man? They putting us out on the streets. Why won't you close the border? Why won't you close the border? They're putting us out on the street, man. Daddy Biden, what you gonna do for us? We ain't got no place to go. They're literally taking up our spaces and putting us out. And they're telling us that it's good for us. But something is waking us up, man. Something is waking us up because we're realizing that no, no, that don't sound right. That don't feel right. You putting us out on the street and you telling us it's good for us. We didn't realize what you were really saying when you said that we would be welcoming to the illegals. We didn't get it. We didn't understand that what you were really saying is you getting ready to replace us. And this came from our own mayor. Our mayor, Brandon Johnson, when he was running for office, we said, okay, mayor. We said, okay, Mr. Johnson, we'll vote for you. We'll put you in, man. We'll put you in. We'll put you in. But I didn't realize that I was putting a noose on my own neck from my own brother, man. It's pretty sad, friends. It's pretty sad what's happening in Chicago. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. But you did it to yourself. You voted for it. And it would be so interesting to see how this happens in 2024. I'm curious. I'm itching for the 2024 cycle to get here so I can see what Black people do. Oh God, I'm itching. I'm itching for it. I'm itching for it. To see how the Black vote works it out. I wonder how they're going to feel. Because right now, folks, what you're getting is a whipping from the master. The master is whipping your ass. They whipping your friends. And so I'm curious to see how this is going to work out in the 2024 cycle. What are the numbers going to be for the Black vote? Who are they going to vote for? I know who I'm going to vote for. Because I got common sense, you know. I got common sense. So I know what side and team I'm on. But I'm just kind of curious about these city folks. Chicago, Baltimore, New York City, what else? Or Washington, D.C. All the places that the illegals are taking over your space, you, the Black people, in your Black space, where the illegals are taking it over. How you gonna vote? Curious about that, friends. I'm so curious about that. How are you going to vote? Because you know that they will be coming with the big lies. Oh, if you vote Republican, you voting for white supremacy. You're voting against your own benefits. You know, we better for you. We better for you. We gonna do this better for you. We doing it better for you. So you come out and you vote here. You vote for us. You're here because we've got your best interest at heart. We gonna take care of you. We gonna give you more programs. We gonna increase your benefits, your welfare, your social security, your SSI. We gonna give you everything. You just keep voting for us. Deadly beastly, man. And I want to know how these people, if they're going to eat it up like bowls of shit, man. They're going to eat it up like a bowl of fucking shit. And they're going to go to the polls and they're going to vote Democrat. Where is the disconnect? I don't get it. Where is the disconnect? I mean, what is it going to take, friends, for y'all to wake up? What is it going to take for you to wake up and see what's happening for yourselves? This is insanity. But you voted for it. You voted for the insanity. You voted for the insanity. Let's see if you continue to vote for it in the next cycle.